Hello and welcome to our ClimACT TV show Deforestation. My name is Basia and I will be presenting a sensational edition of our show. In this episode we are going to share with you the results of our extraordinary project. We live in 2121 and our planet is on the verge of collapse, and so is humankind. Because of irresponsible behavior, the environment has suffered so much. We should turn back time and make the world a better place. But how? How can we save our planet? How can we change the course of events? We have figured it out. We need to reverse the time. 6 of our brave, devoted reporters, trying to make the impossible possible, managed to make the impossible possible. They traveled in time and space from our time 100 years back to year 2020 to save our planet. They've decided that going back in time is the only solution so that our planet can breathe again and is a safe green place again. Imagine a journey 100 years back in time, and they made it. Our exceptional heroes risked their lives in the impossible, extreme and very dangerous mission to observe, research, draw conclusions and educate people in 2020 so that the future generations are safe and so that our planet is saved from the ecological disaster. If we can only manage to convince people in 2020 to undertake actions to stop cutting down trees, to reduce pollution and protect the environment, we and our children will be safe. So, meet our team, scattered all over the world 100 years back from now. Yadja,
Nico,
Rita, Polo, Tamara, Pedro, and Gabriel. Let's start! What is deforestation? Why is it so serious? Why are trees so important? Why do people cut down so many trees? Can we do anything about it?
listen to Yaja and Nico to learn answers to these questions.
Deforestation is a serious problem, but it's not irreversible. We can still plant new trees and protect old ones. Still, a lot of people do not understand the gravity of the situation. It is important to educate people on this subject because deforestation means less trees to purify our air and waters. Plants are absorbing carbon dioxide and, in the process of photosynthesis, transform it into oxygen. It is an opposite process of our breathing, so it means we humans need Mother Nature. Another role trees play in the ecosystem is storing rainwaters and returning it in a form of evaporation. Water vapor goes to the clouds, and thanks to that, water is circulating in a closed circle. But areas where trees were cut down, where there are no trees to absorb water, those areas are easily hit by floods. And flood does not mean enough water. It means damage and shortage of water for plants, people and animals. Forests also play the key role in absorbing greenhouse gases from the atmosphere, and they are home for more than 80% of species of plants and animals. They provide shelter and source of food for millions of people, not to mention that over 25% of our medicines come from rainforest plants. People cut trees mainly because of agriculture. Every year the demand for cocoa, soy and cheap palm oil is growing. It means that we need more and more space to plant them. Forests are also burned to make place for livestock, mainly to produce beef, so it might be a good idea to get rid of them from our diets. People cut trees for wood, used later to make paper and other products. The growth of the population also makes it difficult to accommodate everybody in the existing towns and villages, and so forests are losing the battle with the growing cities. Our planet has about 150 million square kilometers of land area. Forests cover around 45 million square kilometers, which makes it about 30% of all land area on our planet. Yet, because of human ignorance, it is possible that rainforests will disappear completely in 100 years. It is upsetting that we have already lost almost half of all tropical forests. And for the last 20 years, 70,000 square kilometers of forest were lost. That's over 2% of total forest area. It's a huge loss, and we should make everybody see how it will affect our future.
Hola a todos y a todas. Hoy estoy aquí para entrevistar a Pablo y que nos cuente unas cosillas sobre la deforestación. ¿Qué es la deforestación, Pablo?
Es la tala indiscriminada de árboles.
¿Y cuáles son sus principales causas?
Las principales causas de esta tala es obtener terrenos para cultivos, para construcción incluso, y el propio aprovechamiento de la madera de los árboles.
¿Y qué consecuencias nos podrá traer si no la frenamos a tiempo?
Si deforestamos tendremos menos árboles. Si tenemos menos árboles se va a incrementar el efecto invernadero, con todo lo que ello implica. Extinción de especies y, en definitiva, menor biodiversidad.
¿Y qué podemos hacer nosotros para disminuir la deforestación, para ayudar un poco?
Pues mira, nosotros en nuestro día a día y de forma individual podemos, por ejemplo, tratar de consumir productos de origen local.
Ah, interesante.
¿Sabes que está de moda ahora el consumo de aguacate?
Por supuesto.
Pues este aguacate proviene en su mayor parte de este tipo de deforestaciones. Entonces, si lo consumimos de origen local o de proximidad, otro tipo de productos, estaremos ayudando.
Claro. Bueno, esto es bueno saberlo, ya que a muchos nos gusta el aguacate. De hecho, es nuestro desayuno preferido para muchos. Bueno, hasta aquí la entrevista con Pablo. Chao a todos y a todas.
Thank you, Yaja.
Thank you, Nika.
The next time traveler traveled to the year 2020 to visit the forest, discover biodiversity on the earth back then, and to show us the world we don't know anymore. Rita connected from the past with Francisca here in our studio. Let's listen to them. Francisca?
Hi, welcome to our program. I'm Francisca, and this is our documentary. Today, we're going to talk about biodiversity. And for that, our reporter traveled to the past. Hi, Rita. How are things there?
Hi, Francisca. Everything is calm here. I'm in a big forest, very beautiful and very different from the 22nd century.
Interesting. What can you see there? How different is it?
Unlike our century, Francisca, in 2020, people had big forests with lots of beautiful creatures there that are different depending on here in the world you are. Today, I will show you a forest in Amaranth, Portugal, a kind of forest that does not exist anymore in our century, Francisca. I'm surrounded by very green trees. We can see ants and bees, listen to birds and bugs. Biodiversity is flourish here.
you, Rita, for showing us such spectacular demonstration of biodiversity. Thanks for watching and see you on the next program. Back to you, Basia.
Unbelievable! So many species we don't know anymore. Thank you, Rita and Francisca. Good job. Our next destination was Borneo, an island in Asia, which is a cruel example of how irresponsible actions and the desire for money can seriously affect and damage the environment. Both Paula and Tamara traveled there to check how things are and what happened there in the past. Paula, Tamara, over to you.
Hello, I'm Paula and this is ClimACT TV. Today I will tell you about deforestation in Borneo.
Borneo is the best illustration of deforestation, its causes and effects. Borneo is the third largest island in the world. It is divided between Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei. It was once covered with dense tropical forest.
It's a big problem for all of us. Tropical forests in Borneo are being cut down. We can say that the green lungs of Earth are dying. Here you can see a map of deforestation in Borneo through the years. As you can see, people are killing forests at a very fast pace.
On this island has taken place on the industrial scale since 1960. Borneo forests have since been cut, burned, and cleaned with incredible speed. And all this because oil palm plantations were created there. Palm oil is used for making, for example, Nutella, cookies, soap, margarine. Half of the global demand for palm oil comes from Borneo.
People are cutting down the trees for paper, palm oil, or packaging for shampoo or anything else.
And because we cut forests there, various animals suffer, for example, monkeys, orangutans.
Orangutans living there are dying because they have no home. People are killing the parents of young orangutans. They are too small to find their own food. We must save the planet if it's not too late. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Paula and Tamara, for your report. Because of global warming, people are struggling with wildfires. Pedro went to Galicia in Spain and interviewed a firefighter to tell us about the reasons of wildfires in forest and how to avoid them.
Bueno, aquí estamos con el bombero Santiago Carramal Ricoy, de los Bomberos Pontevedra, y les vamos a hacer unas cuantas preguntas. La primera, ¿cuáles son las causas más frecuentes de incendios?
Las causas más frecuentes suelen ser las causadas por el hombre, como las que se escapan quemas forestales o los incendiarios.
¿En qué zonas hay menos deforestación?
En las zonas de los montes que tienen ladera y las que sufrieron incendio.
Vale. ¿Cuáles son las causas de esta deforestación?
La causa de esta deforestación es que debido al incendio se perdió la masa vegetal que sujetaba el terreno y cuando llueve, este lago de la lluvia arrastra lo que es la tierra y todo el resto de vegetales que quedan y queda descubierto pues eso, las piedras y poco más. Y ahí no nace ningún, deja de crecer la hierba y los arbustos y la maleza.
Se queda el barro, ¿no?
Se queda el barro, sí.
¿Qué podemos hacer para prevenirnos y qué podemos hacer para ayudar?
Para prevenir los incendios forestales es principal tener los montes bien limpios y ordenados. Si tienes una parcela, pues procurar limpiarla a menudo, evitar que crezca la maleza y no ir al monte en temporadas de verano, donde puedas prender fuego ni barbacoas en zonas de monte, en verano, en días de altas temperaturas.
Bien, ¿qué hacemos si nos coge un incendio en el bosque?
Bien, lo principal al encontrar un incendio es avisar al 112 para que manden este servicio de extinción. Después evitaremos, en la medida posible, procuraremos dar la vuelta y salir, alejarnos del incendio, siempre en dirección contraria al viento, porque el viento suele llevar el humo y empuja el incendio hacia la zona donde va el fuego, el viento, perdón. Y siempre intentaremos salir pues ladera abajo, nunca ladera arriba.
Vale. Por último, en Galicia, ¿dónde es más frecuente que haya incendios?
La zona de Galicia donde más incendios suele ser la provincia de Ourense. Ahí es donde más incendios se producen.
Bueno, esta ha sido la entrevista de Santiago Carramal Ricoy y adiós.
Adios, Pedro, and gracias. Our last reporter traveled across Africa. In Kenya, he learned a story of a very special person, Wangara Maathai. She was a real fighter for the environment and for the forest. Let's listen to Gabriel's report.
Not everything is bad news, though. In my time travelings, I always do find very good examples of people taking action to tackle deforestation. Let's look at one of those examples. In 1977, Wangari Maathai founded the Green Belt Movement, an organization focused on planting trees, environmental conservation, and human rights in Kenya. By planting trees in rural Kenya, humans were also combating deforestation, restoring their many sources of fuel for cooking, generating income, and stopping sea erosion. Wangari Maathai won Nobel Peace Prize in 2004 for her contribution to sustainable development and for her role in providing poor communities well-being and livelihoods. She died in 2011 from cancer.
A wonderful person who made a difference. Thank you, Gabriel, for this story. Deforestation is a serious problem, but it's not irreversible. I hope people in 2020 will change their actions and save the world for the future generations. Forests are our lungs. We need trees. Without them, we cannot survive. We have to protect our lungs. We need to protect our forests. Let's save the planet together. Thank you for your attention. See you next week. Goodbye.